What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So, in today's video, we're going to be going over what we talked about in the last video, and that is whether or not I passed my challenge. And as you can see, I did. Not only did I pass it, but I also met the 6% cap, because this Propfirm does have a 6% cap for me to be eligible for a payout. Now, I just have to trade minimum 5 days before I can request a payout, because I would stress that if they say 5 minimum, I would go 6. You know what I mean? And then request a payout, because again, you don't want anything to prevent you from getting a payout. And I say that because I was supposed to get 2 payouts last go around, and I only ended up getting 1, right? And I'm thankful for the 1, but that extra, $800 or whatever it was supposed to be, $600, it could have helped. It would have helped. So the reason why I did not get it was because I did not trade 5 trading days. I did not know what that meant, but now, listen, after looking over everything, I realized the error in my ways, and I take it out on the chin. I'm taking that L, okay? But since I still have my funded account, let's just regroup, get our mind right, and do what we need to do. The steps aren't that hard. All you got to do is get to 6% cap. You don't have to, right? But I want to. For these accounts, 6% goes a long way. Add it up together, honey, that's almost $11,000 after you get to the 4th payout, right? So for my 5K is 300, the 6% cap, that's nothing. That's dropping a bucket, right? 300. Already got my first payout on that. So and then for this one is 900. I got to go back and get that. I already spun the block, and we already got that back. So we already at the cap for that. 50K is 3,000. We had the cap for that. $3,685.16. So we over, right? Which is good, because as you see, I'm only at 4 active trading days for this one. For the 15, I'm at 5, and I might go through all, I only need to do 2 of these. So just for measure's sake, I'm gonna go 6, right? For this one, it's 5. I'm gonna go 6 in a minute. As soon as I get off this video, I'm gonna go 6, because I don't want nothing to prevent me from getting a payout. I've done all that I need to do. I'm a swing trader. I don't think I've done anything wrong. So there shouldn't be any reason there shouldn't be any reason why they wouldn't pay me out, because I've done everything. The rules aren't hard for this particular Propfirm, which is why I love it. They got a 6% cap on all accounts, whether you go HFT or regular. 6% cap. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you have to trade minimum 5 trading days in order to get a payout. I didn't know that, but now that I know that, let's run up a bag, okay? Just don't do anything that prohibits you from getting a payout, like, trading, anything that's outside of the FAQ. I don't care what the challenge page says, because it's wrong. I'm gonna tell you that now, it's wrong. Look at the FAQ page, because that's what they're going to pay attention to. I've talked to somebody who works with this Propfirm, and he said that, the FAQ page is, that's what you need to be looking at. Don't pay attention to, well, actually this says minimum 5 trading days for the challenge phase, but it's both. 5 for the challenge phase, 5 for the funded phase. Okay. So now that I know that, I'm not going to make that mistake again, because, I just missed some money that I could have had I followed directions and instructions. So now that we've done that, let's go out to the payout part. Now, as far as the payouts go, once you hit the cap, your trades or your account will go into this little payout account thing right here. So the first time around, what's going to happen? Like for this 50K and this 100K, I met the cap for that, but I have to wait 21 calendar days in order for me to request a payout. And the payout is 50-50 for the 50 and the 100K. Okay. Now, since I already had my 5K and my 15K, the payout is every 2 weeks, bi-weekly. So it gives you the date as to when your next eligible payout is. So for me, because I had these 2 first, I'm eligible for a payout on this day. It just so happened that when I lost the payout for my 15K, because I did not trade 5 calendar days, I have to go through the same profit share split as the other two because I never got it. So the first profit split is 50-50 for that. And then it'll go 70% like this one. And then it'll go 80. And then it'll go 95. So I got two more for my 5K. I got two more payouts splits to go. And then indefinitely it's going to be 95%. I get 95%. So that's the payout cap for them. It's 95%. They take 5%, right? For the last time, it's only four stages, right? 50-50, 70-30, 80-20, 95-5. That's it. All you got to do is meet the cap, or all you got to do is make some money, okay? For them to be able to have a split to take. If you don't make no money for them to have a split to take, you're not going to make no money. So this is the profit that I'm set to make, with the exception of all this extra stuff, because I did go over a little bit. But if they end up like sending this, then that's awesome. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna wipe the extra money away. So I don't want to request the money if they're not going to give it. So I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna talk to support and make sure that I make sure that I know what the amount is that I can request. If it's anything over that, then I know not to put it in there. So I know for a 50K, it's for 50-50, it's 100. It's gonna be 1,500. For 100K, it's what, 3,000. That's 50-50 because it's 6,000 normally for the 6% cap, and then your 50-50 profit split is 3,000. So I'm not gonna put in 3,700 because that's not correct. I don't want them to wipe this payout because I didn't do it right. So I'm just gonna request 3,000 for this 50K. It's gonna be 1,500 because that's 50% of 3,000. Then for this one, it's gonna be 50% of 900, which is 450. I'm gonna request 450. And then for this one, I'm just gonna request 210 because that's 70% of 300. So that's how that's gonna go. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. Now I'm saying it like I've already been paid this, but like I said, on these days, I might just wait until this day and request it all at one time. But I want to make sure, I want to talk to support and make sure that if I request this, that just make sure that I only request what I am able to take, not any more than that. Because if I deny it, if they deny it, they're gonna wipe it, and I have to do it all over again. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm not gonna be greedy, right? Because I can't. I can only request what I am owed. So that's the other thing. So here it tells me I can request something in 12 days. I can request another thing in 12 days. And then these two are 16 days. Well, this one is 18 days because I did do this one a little bit late. It seems like a long time, but if I work a 9-to-5 job, so I'm not really missing anything. This is just extra income, right? And so when we get the ball rolling and things of that nature, and the money start coming in like I want it to, then it won't be so bad. Save us a little cushion, as my friend would say, put something in the kitty. So when these turn blue, the same color blue that's you see here, all the other color blue, you see the color blue there, cyan or whatever color it is, magenta's purple or pink or something. So I want to say cyan, somewhere around there. When these turn that color, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let y'all see what the process is like. To be honest, since I've already gone through it, it's really not that difficult. It's not that complicated. They don't ask you to sign a contract. All they do is ask you to put in your Bitcoin address. Once you put in your Bitcoin address, whether it's Coinbase or wherever you have an account with, then you put that in this little tab here where it says payout details. They verify that. It's going to take 24 hours or something like that to verify. You request it. Then if it's approved, they send it. If not, they're going to tell you why, and then they're going to wipe it. This time around, y'all not about to get me. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, you won't do it again, in the words of George W. Bush. Fool me one time, shame on me. Fool me 2 times. You fool me once, you won't do it again. I think that's how he said it. But you fool me once, you won't do it again. Just don't be trying to be greedy. Let me get over into this trade locker, and then I'm going to let y'all go because I've been recording this thing for like 13 minutes. All right. We are in my, what is this, 5K? Now, for my 5K, like I said, I didn't have one losing trade. Now, these two down here, I started off slow because I told myself, you know what, I don't want to be at the cap really, really quick because I didn't understand the rules of the Propfirm. But I said, you know what, let's go all out. $300, like I said, $300 is a drop in the bucket. You can make that in 30 minutes with the right lot size and the right pip target. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go all out. So I placed a trade on Euro USD. I don't think it was during news, but what time did I place this trade? 4:16 is 4:21. I couldn't have. Wait a minute, that's what it say because I work Eastern Standard Time. So that's 7. That's 4. I don't know if this is AM or PM. It could have been AM. I don't know. But I placed these trades and I got to the cap very quickly. I said by this time, this is where I met the cap. And then, like I said, I would say Tuesday, I met the cap here. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was placing little trades just to count for the active trading days. So that got me to the cap of the active trading days, and it got me to the cap of the account, the 6% for that account for a payout. And then now these other ones, you might see some red in here because I started off kind of rocky. This 15K, yeah, I was on and off again with gold. I knew what direction gold was going in. It had news. I don't know. I couldn't stick to my gut. I'll say it like that. There's a JPY pair in here. I don't even know why I got in it because I don't know. I don't even know if it was my trade. I was looking for something else. I was looking to get into a Euro JPY because I felt like Euro was a stronger pair last week, and I ended up getting a JPY GBP pair instead on accident. And then GBP NZD, I got in there, and I knew that was a weaker pair, but I wanted to test out and see which one between the two would get me there faster. If y'all don't know, I correlate pairs, so then that's what gave me the edge over when we're talking about this particular account. We got here. And then out of nowhere, during the Euro NZD pair, where was it at? Where is it at? Here, right? It shot up. When I say it shot up, that boy shot up. Okay. I shot up here and here. Well, no, it shot up here because news happened. Though I put in for a lower lot size, that boy shot up. Man, I want to show y'all, but I ain't on that type of time. Then I placed a trade for a Euro USD. I'm not sure what happened with this, but anyway. Then I'm at the cap at this point. And so that was, I want to say Wednesday, Thursday, let's see. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's what that was. I'm sorry. Where we at now? 50K. I had some losses. We started off strong. We did. We started off strong. And then I had some losses because I traded Bitcoin. I don't like Bitcoin. It moved too slow. Then I had I was trying to trade Euro NZD, and that didn't go so well. And then, that makes me wonder, what did I do here that was different here? But anywho, I traded a NAS pair. I don't like NAS. I don't like it because there's nothing to correlate with. I'm thinking I can correlate it with USD, USD, the DXY. But I was in that thing for like a long time, and I was in drawdown like $500, and for what? Nothing. So I got out. As soon as it turned green, I got out because it was too much to hold on to. It's unpredictable. It was volatile, and I couldn't take it. Then we had a few losses with these pairs here, and I just decided to stick to one pair that I knew was the pair for me, right? While I think I'm going to have just one account where I trade all these other pairs, right? Just unpredictable, just weird, slow moving pairs. I'm going to trade other pairs, but I'm going to have one account, whether it be my 100K or my 50K. I'm going for 200K. To be honest, I'm going for a mil. But one of these accounts are going to be strictly for gold, and the other one's going to be for all these other weird pairs because I can't. All this inconsistency is weird, and I can't. So I went back to the thing I knew best, which was gold. And I sold gold during the pullback, and that's what put me over the top. And then I bought it. I think this was Friday. This was Friday because Friday was my brother's birthday, and that is the thing that that's how I'm at four trading days, and that's for that account. Now this boy right here, man, I started off so wrong, right? I started off wrong because I knew what the market was going to do. I knew it. But all of this red that you see, right, that you're going to see rather, I knew that the market was going to external liquidity. It's what we call it, or what I call it. It's called a wick. I call it a wick. So y'all say imbalances and liquidity is what the market moves for, right? So I saw the market moving for liquidity, buy side liquidity to be specific. So my silly self, I got in at the wrong time, and then I just was like, I'm gonna wait. So I waited, and I saw price was in a pullback, and so I got in during the pullback, and I made a little bit of money, and then I kind of gave it back because I thought price was done being in the pullback. So I lost it. The buys weren't ready yet. I didn't know that. And so I was like in between a rock and a hard place. And I said, well, I'm not about to lose this account on some foolishness. So I said, I'm going to wait. And so I was testing out different lot sizes because normally I use a .50 or a one lot, right? But I decided to test out the twos, right? Because I knew that the higher the lot size, the less pips I was going to need to use. And it was going to get me to my target a lot faster, a lot quicker. So I lost some money on that. I said, you know what? I'm going to wait and just wait and just wait. So I waited and I waited and I waited until like Asian session. And I was in drawdown like real bad. I'm in drawdown like almost $1,000. I'm partials. I'm partially negatively. And I'm like, I'm not about to lose this account because the most I could have lost on this account was for 4,000 max. I think per day. No, I think it was 4,000 per day. I was nowhere near it, but I wasn't about to test out the waters. I wasn't about to do that. I think in total, I don't know. I forgot what the total max drawdown was, but I wasn't about to hit it. I said I'm gonna wait, and I waited and I waited, and I did a sale, and then I got out of it because I knew the price was getting ready to turn around. So I got into a buy. I calculated my lot size, and I was playing around with the lot sizes in Trade Locker. Thank God for it, bless it, because it told me that if I would have used this lot size, then I could, get to my goal a lot quicker. And so I got into the buy during Asian session, and it still wasn't ready. But I waited through the drawdown, and just my patience. I went to sleep, woke up. We was up a couple $100, and then out of nowhere, we just kind of skyrocketed. My goal was to get to 24.80. I should have waited. I should have. But anyway, when I saw it, I said, you know what? I'm going to get out at the cap. Not knowing that I still have to trade 4 more trading days. But since I'm up 150, I'm going to get into some more trades, and I'm going to get into them, and I'm going to just do the little trades, make sure they're profitable, and get out of them after like 5 minutes. And then, that's going to count from one day, and we're going to sit on our hands. We're going to wait for the next day, and we're going to sit on our hands. We're going to wait for the next day, and we're going to sit on our hands, and that's going to be it. Now, the problem's going to come when, after I'm doing sitting on my hands, I ain't got nothing to trade with. I ain't got nothing to trade with after that. I'm just waiting on the payout. I've done everything that's required. I've met the 6% cap, which doesn't have to be met. It's just my personal choice. You don't have to meet the 6% cap, depending on how big your account is. You don't have to. But I chose to because, who want to miss out on all that money? As far as I know, we all good. We Gucci. So when we get to that 5 cap, then we going to wait. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to, let me turn this on so y'all can see it. All right. Now, this is the biggest payout that I have yet to receive, right? This is the most money that I have yet to get. But I'm excited at the fact that I have gotten this far. I'm excited at the fact that I'm getting ready to change my family's life with this little bit of money. If I don't get paid out ever again, God forbid, this little bit of money right here, it's not even little. It's a lot to me. This is what I make in taxes with my 2 children. You see what I'm saying? So it's going to do something. It's going to help me, put money into a live account and try to flip it and double it and things of that nature. So, other than that, I'm going to come back later, like I said, and show y'all what the process is like, even though it's not even that hard. I'm going to show y'all what the process is like when these turn blue, and we can see what happened after that. But I'm using this video as documentation for, myself, because I don't want nobody to say that I did something wrong and I didn't trade 5 business days or 5 trading days, because right here, it's 2 active trading days, 4 active trading days. When I get done with this video, I'm going to place a trade, and it's going to say 5. These are 5 trading days. I might place a trade and make that go 6. Just for extra good measure. That's going to go 6. Actually, I think that's exactly what we're going to do, just for good measure. And yeah, so you guys be blessed, take care, and just stay tuned for the next video, because just as soon as August the 30th gets here, which is what, 10 days from now or 12 days from now. So you guys be blessed, take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Toodles.